So I have bought this package a long time ago, maybe like 2 weeks ago from Simube directly, and it was delivered today, and I'm here to show and unbox this package. Here we have the Clubsport shifters. In this package we will have the Simube and quick release, and the one that I anticipated the most, the quick release adapter for the older Fanatec bases. Here we have it. And at least the hub that's actually going to connect to the base. All the packaging looks nice so far, and let's begin with the quick release. In here we can see everything smells like it's coming straight from China. Like, if you know, you know. The quick release is actually pretty good quality. Like, I'm actually really impressed by how it feels and how it weighs. And there are also some extra bolts and nuts to convert your other wheels to a QR2. Yeah, like I said, it's pretty nice. Now we come to the hub. Here we have the hub on the sides, nicely packaged in plastic, and it's quite small, but it has a nice feeling. That's what I can say. I have chosen the black option because I think it's more sleek and would fit my rig a little bit better. Here again we have some bolts, screws, and some Allen keys to mount everything. Here we have the Clubsport shifters, or pedal shifters. These like identical to the real Clubsport pedal shifters. I can't really see a difference, and they feel nice and sturdy, so I can't complain. And here we have the pedal whips, and they come in two sizes. Two large ones. They are actually made of carbon fiber from what I can hear, and here's a comparison to my hands, how big they are. And here are the small ones. Here are the brackets to extend the pedal whips, and here are the small ones. They are quite small, actually. And here again we have some Allen keys and bolts to attach everything. I'm putting on an Fanatec R320 wheel, which is quite big and would suit this wheel. Here we have the bolts to screw on to the wheelbase. We have some from Simube, and I have some spares from the original Fanatec ones. And as we can see, that the Simube ones are a little bit lighter than the one from Fanatec, which is not a real problem, but I will still use the original Fanatec ones. In conclusion, the wheel feels pretty nice and a little bit more heavier than my previous wheel, which was a CSW Hub V2, and I gotta say it feels pretty nice. It's also pretty bit heavy, might be a problem for a little weaker bases like the CSL Elite, but I think it's pretty nice. The clicking feels nice and it's very satisfying. And how are we going to mount it? With this QR2 adapter. This is the thing that I looked for most, and I was surprised by the build quality of this. It's fully, I would guess it's aluminium or some kind of machined metal. It kind of leaves fingerprints, but I don't think it's something that you will touch every time. And yeah. Again, we have some Allen keys and a bolt to mount it to the hole where the actual mounting for and bolt for the QR1 would go. As we can see, it would go straight on. Actually, it's pretty straightforward. You just put this on, release the rubber seal, and screw this on to secure everything in place. And here's the final product with the wheel on. Here's a comparison on how off the wheel comes, or how much the wheel is poking out from the base, and it's a quite bit. It's like the double of my old wheelbase, wheel hub I mean, and but it's still manageable if you plan it beforehand. And yeah, here on the software we can see that the wheel gets recognized as a podium hub, and yeah, it's pretty solid, doesn't move. It's pretty good quality, I gotta say. Like, everything feels nice, nothing feels like cheaped out, and yeah. So should you buy this? Definitely. Like, instead of spending like double the price for regular set, which would cost like double or even more than the Simube one. And here are some comparisons I put on the screen. I would recommend to buy this from the website instead of AliExpress, because the AliExpress one isn't actually giving an offer or a deal. It's actually the same. I hope you guys like this video, and see you at the next one. 72